Playing from Dhwani's iPhone.
Alexa always has to interrupt my video shooting. I don't know why. Well,
Sorry, I don't know that one.
she just doesn't stop. Oh my god. Welcome to ChatterBox. And what am I doing? I am cleaning my room, as you can see. You think this looks very clean right now, doesn't it? You don't see things around you, and well, that's because that's just the camera angle. But I'm not actually here to talk to you about cleaning my room, and as I'm squatting, this is tiring. I'm actually here to talk to you about the power of small wins. But before I talk to you about that, let me show you how this looks like. I think I trust you guys enough to take our relationship to the next level. So as you can see, oh my god, it's so messy, I know. But yeah, so essentially this is my room right now. But what I wanted to talk about was this section. So I've actually cleaned my shoe rack and organized. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just reorganizing for summer, removing my winter wardrobe and putting up my summer wardrobe. And yes, I have too many clothes, as you can see. I agree. Okay, so now that we've crossed that boundary in our relationship, it's time to come back to the video. And how did it really hit me? I mean, was as I was cleaning this room, I usually am a really messy person. And I mean, I'm being very honest, I'm not at all clean. I'm super unorganized at home. And not, and I mean, don't they say that, messy people are creative? Well, that's me. But yeah, so the point of it was that what made me really happy was seeing the one little corner that I'm sitting in, and basically the fact that I was able to clean my shoe rack, and seeing that progress made me ecstatic. I know I have this whole room to go, but I have done this much, and this is my small win of today, and that's essentially what I want to talk to you about. So look at this room cleaning as a metaphor to or example to anything and everything that you are trying to do in life. So I recently have changed my role, and in any new role, right, there is a certain amount of things that you have to learn. There are new things. There's a 360-degree change, and you have to pick up a lot of things. And so the way that I am, and not just related to this situation, I am someone who is very hard on herself. I'm someone who is a total perfectionist. I want it to the T. And so I look at what end state I want to be in. For example, how do I want to look at, how I want my room to look like once it's done, or how I want to actually be ideally in the new role. Or whether it's the example is your end state could be in your case, I want this grade in board exams. I want to start a startup and I want it to be looking like this, to be solving this problem. So what happens is we look at those end states, we look at that, and that is very daunting sometimes. And it can be very counterintuitive as it sounds. It can be demotivating instead of motivating, because you feel like there's such a long way to go and I've not gone there. So the idea that I want to talk about is that we always need to essentially break the elephant down into smaller chunks to be able to chew it. And that's what we need to be doing. We need to essentially look at, okay, that's where I want to go tomorrow. I want to essentially reach that mountaintop. But today I have climbed 10 steps. Today I cleaned this and I'm happy with that. And that is the progress principle essentially. Research has also shown this, that at the end of an average work day, what really kicks in moods, motivation, what keeps the person happy and engaged and motivated is whether or not they made progress. If they made progress, they had a good day. If they did not, if there was a setback, they had a poor day. And that's pretty natural, isn't it? But the idea for us should be to not benchmark ourselves against where we want to be, to benchmark ourselves against where we were yesterday. And even if you want to come here and the distance that you've traveled this much, you've started walking directionally towards where you want to go. And that is your small win. It'll only catalyze your growth, motivate you more, make complex work easier. It'll just keep you more creative while you are reaching where you have to. And you're going to do it in a great way. Because If you demand everything out of yourself, and if you want to make that huge thing that you want, whether that is your startup, if you want to lose 20 kgs, it's not going to happen in a day. So will you be sad about it for the rest of the year until you get it? Or you'll be, okay, I've made this much progress in that. So I'm going to choose the latter now. So coming back to me having joined a new role. So how I've also realized this is that what I've started doing is, at the end of the day, I ask myself, okay, what was my small win? What is it that I could not do yesterday? Or I wasn't so confident about yesterday that I have mastered today or directionally moved ahead on today. So for today, for example, I learned a new type of analysis that I can conduct. And I also learned a new tool that I can use to evaluate certain parameters. So that was very helpful. That's something that I didn't know yesterday, but today I know. And I think every single day, if you were to write down what was your, say, one small win, even one, 30 days later, if you've collected those small wins and you read them as a reflection, I guarantee you're going to be so proud of yourself. And you should be looking at that as your yardstick, not at where essentially someone else is or the end state. Now I need to go back to get my other part of the small win, which is clean my room. This was a chai break I took with you guys. Yes, it's chai. Okay, whatever. It doesn't look pretty. So, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below. What do you think about this video? And tell me your small win of the day. If you see it today, if you see it tomorrow, if you see this 10 years later, please write down your small win below of the day. And it will be so wonderful to show that to each other. So all the best for your small wins, and subscribe to ChatterBox. Don't forget to do that.